When getting set up for a military rice press, you're going to need 2 sacks of rice and to be Canadian. Otherwise, you're going to have to go out and buy yourself a hockey stick. Of course, a broomstick could work, but they definitely don't make them like they used to, and I'm not even old. I wanted to make this video so that you guys can use whatever you have around the house or whatever you've been, stocking up on. What I'm trying to get at is as long as you have a couple bags of rice and a hockey stick or a solid broomstick, you'll be alright. Just loop the handles around the hockey stick and there we go. Doing so will make this exercise more of a strength challenge, but if you're already strong and all you have is rice bags around, then you probably need to work on some kind of stability in order to challenge yourself. So here I am attaching some rice bags to a hockey stick in order to save humanity. But this is honestly to give you guys some options which you might not think about when being stuck at home and don't know what to do and your gains are leaving you. If you're trying to figure out ways on how to squat in your living room, then this video is for you. For a goblet squat, which would normally be performed with a dumbbell or even a kettlebell, we have to think of different options when we don't have those options. Of course, there are many things you can probably think about that you can pick up and hold in front of you so that you can perform the goblet squat, but the storage bin, one thing, has handles, and next allows you to place a variable amount of weight inside of it, which otherwise the items might be awkward and harder to hold in your hands. To start, go inside your garage or in the basement and grab yourself a bin. You're going to save yourself some time loading the weights because likely that bin's going to be full of something. I found greater core activation at a lighter weight because the items that are inside of the storage bin are placed further away from my body than a dumbbell would be if I was actually using a dumbbell. This shifts the center of mass further away from my body, which means that I need to generate more force to stay stable. As you saw with the first video, being Canadian really helps out when you have to work out at home. You can set up this exercise with either 2 chairs or 2 couches. I just don't have chairs with flat tops, so obviously I had to deal with moving around my whole living room, but you can use chairs if you have them. You can perform this exercise with a variety of different grip placements. Either taking a more narrow or a wider grip placement will place different amounts of tension on the back muscles and shoulders. As you can see here, I'm taking an underhand close grip, mostly because I don't really know how strong this hockey stick is, and I'm worried that if I spread these couches any further apart, I might bust the stick. I'm sure I'd be fine, but I really do not want to go to the hospital at this time. The plan is to work my back out with this bodyweight exercise, not to break it.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
For this next exercise, we'll be switching back to the lower body. Go in your closet, grab that extra kitty litter box, and you're going to finally put that heavy beast to good use. What we're going to do here is perform a single leg RDL with the kitty litter box. This is going to target the hamstrings, the glutes, as well as a lot of your balance. For those of you with heavy deadlifts, I assure you that with this exercise, even though it is only a 50-pound box, that if you haven't done this in a while or at all, it's definitely going to provide a new challenge for you. I attest to this because as you see me shaking around here like it's cold inside, having to balance your body while hinging from a single leg provides a different challenge to the glutes and hamstrings at a lighter load. With a steady flat foot and a slightly unlocked knee, I want you to pitch your torso towards the ground while maintaining a neutral spine, keeping your chest up high as well as your back leg. From here, contract your glutes and drive your hip forward, returning to the starting position. Moving back to the upper body to target your chest, triceps, and the front of your shoulders, we will be performing a decline push-up. The decline push-up is going to demand more tension and strength from your abdominals than you would for a standard push-up. Putting your feet up on the couch is going to place your feet higher than your hands, which will put you on a decline angle, hence the name decline push-up. In this position, you're going to be able to target more of your upper chest as well as your front deltoids. This is due to the fact that your arms are placed at a higher angle than it was before in relation to your arms to your torso, when comparing this to a standard push-up with your feet on the ground. Therefore, if you were actually standing up, the way that your arms are pushing is up and away from the body. In any case, if you don't have an inclined bench to press from, you should try this out. If you can't even do a push-up, you should probably try to do a push-up. For anyone who wants to step this up another notch, wear a backpack and put some weights in it. Where are the rice bags at? If you haven't listened to the previous videos within this video, you'll realize how much a hockey stick is going to help you out within this situation. If you've also been watching this far, you'll realize how much rice can bring to your life. My hope for you guys is to not reduce the amount of money barbell companies are making, but to make sure that your biceps do not get reduced. As you can see when I put the bags around the stick, that I still perform the barbell curl, hockey stick rice curl, the same as I would with the barbell. Make sure to stand up tall, squeeze your glutes and shoulder blades to allow the movement to only come from the elbow joint at first, and then allow the extra movement from the shoulder. We have all ridden a bicycle at some point, I hope. Well, this muscle is called the bicep because there's two parts to the muscle. One part of the biceps muscle is going to cross only the elbow joint, and the other part, guess what, crosses the shoulder joint as well.